right, my dudes, you know this channel is all about just whatever I'm digging into, whether it's gaming or comics. So I got this bad boy in the mail, and what this is basically, it's I haven't bought a Todd McFarlane comic book in like 20 years, but Todd McFarlane was probably the biggest inspiration for me when I was a kid to draw comic books. And I thought, well, hey, man, this would be exciting. I'm drawing a comic again. I was going through some of my old Spawn and Spider-Man comics. They're just super inspiring. And so I was really craving a new McFarlane comic. So I thought I'd order this up. Got lost in the mail. But I finally tracked it down, just got in. The seller was super easy to work with, although, even though it got lost in the mail, he was able to track it down. But look at this packaging, it's nice. This is a place in Michigan. Oh yeah, check that out. Record-breaking Spawn number 301. Apparently he did all of the interior artwork for it. So this is the first time I'm opening it. It's the first time I'm seeing this. Man. Okay, so this is basically, it's a redraw of his Spider-Man number 300 cover, but obviously using Spawn. That's got some nice, he's always had such nice line quality, and it looks so much like the classic Todd that I remember. Although I don't think that Spawn is hardly ever in these kind of poses. Look at this. He even did like one of those cheesy Marvel Comics artwork up in the corner, and then down in the bottom corner as well. It feels fat. It feels like it's thicker than a normal comic. It's just the cover, I guess. Whoa. Wow. Interesting. Well, first of all, it's on really nice quality paper. Wow, he draws so differently now. You definitely get the same kind of like page layouts. He does the full bleed thing with these just massive panels. There's a crazy amount of detail in there as well. I read somewhere that he's working mostly digitally on a Cintiq, and I wonder if that's why we're just seeing such a larger amount of detail. Look at this though. You go from that massively detailed page to this, where you've just got the expressions and the emotions. Really forces you to stop and slow down, and really like creates a dramatic pause in the narrative. That's great. Look at this, nuts. We reset his counter down to 0? I really haven't been keeping up with Spawn. I haven't bought a Spawn comic in a long time. These are classic, man. This is these tall panels of just characters' expressions. A new breed of hell spawn has been born. I'm not going to read through this. Look at this. You got like a cowboy spawn. You got like a metal spawn. You got like a monster spawn. Writer artist for chapters 1 and 3 inker. What does that mean? Artist for chapter 4 is Clayton Crane. Artist for chapter 2, pencils for chapter 1. I was totally under the impression this was going to be all art by McFarlane. It's not. So overall, I would say, I mean, you've got basically what this means. I figured it out. So he penciled and inked chapters 1 and 3, and then there are different artists that take over on the chapters in between, as you can see here. So it sort of makes sense. Personally, I hate when artists do that. I hate when a comic book series does that. Like, I was really, to be honest, like, I was super thrilled to, like, I wanted to relive that, like, Spawn number 1 kind of experience that I was sort of promised when it said that, McFarlane returns to penciling. And truth be told, hey, man, I'm still getting, 20 pages here, but it's so jarring when you switch artists halfway through a book like this. And it bugs me a little bit. Maybe I'm just being a stickler for it. I do love this. This is a great shot, seeing McFarlane draw Spawn with these kind of lines again. I haven't seen that in a long time. That's pretty rewarding. There's some panels that feel like they weren't really done by him, so I wonder if maybe he didn't pencil these. Like, that doesn't really look like the way McFarlane draws. But his inking, it's definitely his inking. you know. But then it's so jarring when you see another artist, and I would have been fine with the book being this other artist through the whole book, but it does always bug me a little bit when it switches like that. There's some really great shots in here. Just there's an inconsistency to it. It's sort of like, I mean, if you were watching a film and then suddenly the director shifted and now it's in like black and white with totally different film grain filters, it just feels so distinctly different that it's sort of like, well, wait a minute, dude, like, could we just have the whole film done in the same art style? It would have been better if the book was shorter, but more concise, personally. Now, that's my personal taste on it and my personal take on it. You know, it's still interesting to pick up. Well, first of all, I mean, it's quite a feat for an indie comic book to go up to 301 issues. That's pretty cool. You know, good job on that one, Todd. Look at that. Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, that's his daughter. Oh, now a doctor. Look at that. Infant, now a doctor. That's pretty cool. I'll never forget this book. You know, really impacted me as a kid. You know, interesting to see him come back and do something with, you know, doing the pencils. I would love to just see more of that. But I know that's a big ask, man. I think I only drew about 40 comics in my whole life. And he's done probably 500. So, well, that's not true because he didn't do all these books. But I like to see McFarlane do his thing as an artist, you know, and a writer. But he's a business guy, and he's running a toy company too, and that's probably a lot more profitable for him. So, anyways, you know, I don't want to say I'm disappointed or anything, you know, but you know, in terms of satisfaction, I would have rather had the 20 pages. Let's see, how many pages is it? That's 2, 4, 4.5, 6, 8. That I can't count those. 10. So 10 pages of McFarlane, and then are we getting, I'll bet the next chapter 3 is 10 more pages. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 19 pages of McFarlane. I was expecting 20, so I guess I got what I was expecting, and then some more from another artist. I don't know if I'll read it. I know that he's kicking off the big Spawn universe thing this year, where he's got like 20 books a month coming out. Or no, I'm exaggerating. I think it's like 1 book a week. I think it's oversaturation in a market that doesn't, well, it's struggling, you know. But hey, man, cool. You know, it was a great idea for a cover too. And that's really kind of, maybe that's what I really bought it for, because there were a lot of other covers. I could have got those. But this one's nice. I like this one. I like this super old stuff. I heard that he's going to re-release Spawn #1. And if it comes in like a good print quality like this, that would be great. Maybe without the little black ink error that the first book had. I still have that. Hell, I got it right here. Isn't that weird? There's something magical about this comic book. There's something magical about it. You'll notice in my new comic, Creed, I use this same green. There's something about this green. And I even use some of these color schemes. Holy shit, I'm just doing Spawn still. This is just a treasure. This is what I wanted. Just so creative, these page layouts. The graphic design for it. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to buy the Spawn remake or re-release of this very same comic again. And I don't know, maybe I'll open that up here on my channel too. Anyway, dudes, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of McFarlane? I don't know what the new generation thinks of this old comic book style, but to me, look at that green. Like there's a smell associated with that green in this panel. This was super inspiring to me. This was the comic that made me go, oh, I gotta do a comic book. Oh my God. This was like 1993, and then a year later, I had my first comic out. And this is the stuff that really made me want to do it. I still look at it and think, wow, look at those page layouts. Super cool, super inspiring. This makes me want to draw pages. Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd, give us more of that. I don't care if it's 1 book every year. Just give us more of that. It'd be great. All right, dudes. What's it? Yeah, look at that. $5 for a comic book now. It's doubled. All right, dudes, that's it for me on this one. I'm gonna come back with some more. I promised you guys some video game videos. I wanted to do a video about Bowser's Fury, so I might do one about that for a Trent's Game Room, and then I'll probably do more of the Metal Gear playthrough. But this channel is not going to be art tutorials or anything like that, as you know. It's just me geeking out a little bit and hanging out. So anyway, what do you guys think of Spawn? What do you guys think of... is there any other comics I really should be picking up right now? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao. New from All Caps Comics. Wait, what? Creed Reimaginary. Desperate for material for his new comic and to escape the dread of high school life, 17-year-old comic book creator Mark Farley returns to the dream world once more, only to find that in his absence, a mysterious entity has plunged the world of dreams into despair and darkness. Bands of marauding skeezicks scour the land, enslaving its inhabitants and forcing them to dig for the Dreamstone, a relic which grants the ultimate power of creation and destruction. Creed Reimaginary, back at today only on Indiegogo.